Do not worry.
Howdy folks, welcome to a brand new episode of Do Not Worry, episode 147, and it is the third in the Lebanese Genocide edition. It is the third week of the war, folks. Welcome. And yet again, we're doing this in English in case someone is watching from abroad. We just want everyone to understand what we're saying that way. In case you want to feel sorry for us, here's your chance. This week we're joined by Nour and Nadim.
Hey guys.
How's it going, guys? You doing good?
Doing fine.
Chilling, enjoying that war?
Good. We're
Sure.
surviving.
Good times. Before we get going, folks, we're going to be talking about the war is still going on and how are local influencers dealing with the situation. Are they feeling pressure to make content related to the war? Are they still doing their thing? We're going to react to some of their videos. We also have an emergency bag tier list. What should you take with you in case your home gets bombed? Isn't that fun to talk about? So we're going to rank what we think we should be taking with us. We're also going to be talking about just like random news updates, things happening here, things happening in the States. Kulinski. I've been a fan of Kulinski for a long time. He reacted to our clip from last week, so we're just going to react to that very quickly. Thank you, Kyle. And yeah, just some more depressing shit in general, so get excited about that. Also, just a quick thank you. We got a bunch of new patrons last week. James Cameron and Paradise Layer, thank you. They became abductee patrons. Two new blonde patrons. Capri Sun Pappy, our boy from the Arabs podcast, has become a patron. Thank you, Capri. And Reem I, also a blonde patron. Two new superhero patrons, Muhammad Mroué and Fahim Joseph Sayer, welcome. And a God-tier patron, Dominic Selzer, welcome. We really appreciate you guys. This podcast is only surviving on Patreon right now. YouTube is making it very hard to monetize these videos because anytime we talk about the war or Palestine, it's like an instant demonetization or limited monetization. So it's been hard to get any monetization. So thank you guys. Also, Mo3235 left us a $50 tip last week in the comments on last week's video.
Thanks, Mo.
So thank you, Mo. We really appreciate you guys. So we love you guys. And again, if you want to support us on Patreon, feel free to do so. And we appreciate you. I just noticed, like, are we the only Lebanese podcast still going right now? Like,
I think we are.
like, what is going on, folks? There's a bunch of Lebanese podcasts. We're not the only ones in general, but it feels like we're the only ones posting right now. Like, where's everyone?
Although, like, many more podcasts are more qualified to talk about this.
Yeah, like politically leaning podcasts. I wouldn't say they're more qualified, but they pretend to be more qualified. But like, yeah, a lot of like interview shows.
They're a bit more qualified.
I guess anyone's more qualified than we are, I guess. But like, yeah, politics leaning shows. Just no one's. I mean, I guess it makes sense that no one's releasing videos. But like, we would like to take a break if another podcast would like to maybe take the responsibility of entertaining the people for a week or two. No.
Yeah.
It would
we
be
didn't
nice.
feel like filming tonight.
I honestly didn't feel like filming today, man. Like, but I feel like we have to keep talking about this because like, if we stop talking about,
it's way too early to stop.
yeah, like if we stop talking about the war, everyone's gonna stop talking. Like, if Lebanese people don't even want it, because the problem is, I feel like I'm kind of burnt out. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's only been 3 weeks of war, and I have it easy. I live in a safe area relatively that has not been bombed yet. But after a year of like watching the genocide in Gaza, and again, nothing being done to stop it, I felt kind of like it really brought me down, and I felt a little bit like not burnt out, but like overloaded with just war images and babies just decapitated and killed. So now that it's happening here in Lebanon, I wonder if I even still have it in me to like fight, but like we have no choice. But
I mean, that's totally fair because, again, we've been speaking for a year about what's happening in Palestine, and I know now that it's happening to us here, you feel like as much as you're speaking, I know we've been speaking for a year and nothing happened.
yeah.
So now it just feels like, I know, is this useful at all? Are we doing something that, is anyone listening?
Yeah, it feels kind of useless, and everyone's leaving. Like, it feels useless. Everyone's leaving really nice comments, and again, a lot of viewers from abroad coming here from Hassan or Kulinski or the Arabs pod. But like, again, it's like, I don't know. And like, how long are we supposed to do this? Like, are we going to come on here?
It took a year in order to get like this very minimal recognition. So a day it will take in order to get like a bigger one.
And we have to explain the dynamics of Hezbollah and like, no, they're not terrorists. Like, everyone's already made up their mind abroad. It's like, I don't feel like
we have to prove to people, and please, we are human. We live just like you do. We're like, we party and we go out. Fuck off. We don't have to say that to prove to you that. Don't bomb us.
And this show's supposed to be a light, fun show. Like, we're not this isn't a news show. We don't react to like war and stuff. So I don't know how long we can keep doing this and how interesting it's going to be for everyone watching to keep talking about this as well.
Yeah,
but
we
it's
don't know what to do. We're making tier lists.
like
Exactly.
what do you need to pack in a case of an emergency? Like we really don't know. And I feel guilty. And another weird thing, like because I live in a relatively safe area, I feel guilty that I'm not getting bombed as much as other people. And like I feel guilty complaining about the war when half the country is displaced and they're actually suffering, and I'm here like, okay, I can hear some bombs in the distance, and like my house will shake from time to time. I don't even think I have the right to complain about that. Like that's how fucked up this whole thing is. So I don't even know, man. It's all messed up. And like just things like going out, like Joker 2 came out. I know it's horrible. If you've seen Joker 2, leave your thoughts in the comments. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Apparently the ending is crazy. Don't tell me what happens in the ending. But like I just want to go see it, even though I heard it's terrible. I feel guilty going out and like living my life. And we're kind of going to touch on this when we talk about influencers and the kind of content that they're making. But like, yeah, I haven't been out to a restaurant in like 3 weeks. And I'm not saying that's a big deal or like for you to feel bad for me. But like, I feel bad just doing anything fun, essentially. We're just sitting home, watching TV, ordering in. You know what I mean? The most I'll do is order some food and eat it at home.
Same.
But like, I'm not going out. Even if I were to go out, the last thing I would do is like take a picture and post it. But like, I just want to go watch Joker 2. And see how bad it is for myself. But like I can't even get myself to do that because I feel like it's wrong for me to be out at a movie theater when people are getting bombed. Or like imagine being at a restaurant, you hear a bomb, everyone stops eating for a second, and then they just go back to eating. Like the whole thing.
Imagine being in the movie theater and everything's getting bombed outside and like you have no clue عم تسمع movie.
And it's weird watching videos that you normally watch on YouTube. Like I can't remember which creator I was watching, and they were talking about it's October, it's time for spooky season. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
seriously.
I'm like, oh my god, yeah, like spooky season. Everyone like we're supposed to be enjoying Halloween and watching like Halloween movies and prepping for like
Harry Potter
yeah,
movie.
I
Fun
heard
stuff.
people talking about their costumes. I'm like, what?
like oh my
Lebanon?
like yeah, we can't even
No, like on YouTube.
yeah, and like pumpkin lattes and shit. Like bro, we can't do any of that. We can't enjoy anything right now. Like everything, we just have to feel guilty about everything and just watch the news and watch people getting bombed and
It's just a horrible routine, I think. Like, you just stay home all day, then at around 11, you turn on the TV, Al Jazeera, and you just watch the bombs.
Well, again, it feels so silly and stupid because we're complaining and we're so burnt out and things, but we're coming in a safe zone.
like
We can move around. We're not displaced. We have our homes. So it feels insane to complain, come in.
there's over 1 million people that are displaced. You got whole families living in like one bedroom and they're paying extreme amounts of rent because people are hiking up rent prices because people are desperate to find safe housing in safe areas. And again, safe for now. It's just, it's tiring. Is anyone leaving? Anyone here considering leaving the country? What's up? What's the deal?
Nope.
No, I'm not.
We're chilling here.
I'm
Everybody.
finishing my
Chilling here.
master's.
Everybody's. You doing your masters?
Yeah.
University's going ade, normal.
Tomorrow we have to go to uni. There is like a hybrid program, but no, if it's very necessary, you can do it online. If not, then you have to go to campus. It's crazy because my first uni year was 2019, and if you remember in 2019, like I literally went for a month, and
Same, yeah.
I went for a month, then everything went downhill, and Saura, COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And now everything is like re-happening at my master's. Like I went to uni for a month, boom,
War, baby.
Yeah.
Well, some good news. Last week, we talked about how Hassan Abi reacted to our clip on Twitter. Turned out, at the same time, another creator that I really like that I've been watching for many years, Kulinski, also known as Secular Talk on YouTube, he reacted to that very same clip. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to make you guys watch it again. But he watched it at like 2x speed, so you won't have to sit through it again. But so I love Kulinski. He's married to Crystal Ball, who hosts a show called Counterpoints or Breaking Points with Sagar. I've been watching Crystal for many years when she was on The Hill. So the fact that Kyle watched this again, he has a huge audience, like over 1 million subscribers, I think, on YouTube. So this just gets way more eyeballs than we could get on our own. So it's just very helpful. And again, to see someone that I've watched for many years reacting to my face, it's just a little bit surreal. So let's watch it again. If you've seen this, go take a 2-minute break.
Finally, I want to play this for you. So this is a Lebanese podcast, and they're going to give you their thoughts on what's going on. Listen to this.
World for attention, asking us to help, showing us death and destruction. No one did fucking shit. So have zero expectations that anybody's coming to save us, bro. We're going to fucking die alone. And we're going to live stream you guys are going to get another live stream, another live stream, the genocide on your phones. And it's only going to cost you a few tax dollars. And yeah, that's it. So it might seem crazy, but like, we might die. We might die, bro. We might. Less likely to die than people in the South. But so we might die in this fucking conflict, just sitting here doing our thing. They might decide to blow up the fucking just fucking die, driving on a bridge, fucking blow it up, go to a hospital, blow it up. Then they'll say that we were Hezbollah agents and we were hiding weapons or whatever, you know, they'll come up with any excuse. The hospital had weapons. The school was on top of a weapons cache.
I mean, I've been struggling to come up with a way to describe this, which is really sufficiently accurate and biting. And I can't. I'm at a loss for words. Words don't do it justice. The myth of, you know, targeted surgical strikes against just the bad guys has been so thoroughly shattered for so long that now it feels like everybody knows that's not the case, but there's just a lot of passive acceptance, right? Like, well, what can we do about it, right? I mean, I don't have the answer to that. I don't have the answer to that.
Our boy Kulinski, thank you for spreading the word. God bless. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We've been trying for the past like 30 minutes to react to like explosions and things and talk about the war. We're all burnt out as fuck. Okay, let's just look at one video, just one fucking video of this massive explosion, just to show you what we've been dealing with for the past week. Here's a massive. Look at this. This is a targeted strike in the heart of Beirut's southern suburbs. Boom! Look at how targeted this is, folks. They precisely targeted like 12 buildings. Look at this. And the reason this explosion is as massive as it is because they also like hit a nearby Total gas station. And there's like a conspiracy theory saying that because a couple days ago the French president Macron went on camera and was like, we're going to stop sending weapons to Israel. So Netanyahu got on camera, did this whole speech, which we tried watching, which we're not going to fucking watch. I don't want to see this fucker's face anymore. We're not going to fucking watch it. So people are saying that they may have hit this gas station as like to get back at France. I'm not sure, folks. Fuck Israel. They also hit Baalbek. Here's just a quick photo. Baalbek, we have like 1,000-year-old ruins over there. It's one of the most ancient touristic sites. If you guys are into ancient aliens, they literally talk about Baalbek because there's like a 2,000 massive piece of limestone over there that no one knows how like it got there. So we've had ancient alien theorists in Baalbek, and they're trying to destroy it. That means Israelis hate aliens and they hate ancient aliens, folks. They hate everything and they hate everyone.
Israelis hate everything and everyone.
We have a bunch of other footage that I don't really want to look at. There's one video that went viral of this crazy Zionist lady that I do want to watch. Let's watch her. She's saying that Lebanon isn't a country. Her name is Karine Glick.
It's like it's almost worthless to talk about Lebanon because there's no such state as Lebanon. It is a forward operating base of the Revolutionary Guard Corps that has 4 million people living on it who call themselves Lebanese and pretend that they live in a country. They don't live in a country. They live on a forward operating base of the Revolutionary Guard Corps against Israel. Right? But whatever. So
oh, so this is a forward operating base. I had no idea Lebanon was a forward operating base.
Bitch.
Fuck you, Karine Glick, you fucking cunt. You fucking heard me. You're a fucking bitch and a fucking cunt. Fuck you, bitch. And I don't use the word cunt lightly, but you, Karine Glick, are a cunt. Some fun. Here's an Israeli dad reading a book to his child about how they're gonna like take over Lebanon. Let's just watch that. Let's get our blood boiling just a little bit. Look at that. Lebanon is beautiful. It's very beautiful. I would love to go to Lebanon, said Alon. The enemy is still there. It's not ours yet, said father. Look at these crazy fuckers, bro. Like, okay, the kid is innocent, you know what I mean? He's just being brainwashed by his dad. But he's gonna grow up and become a fucking crazy settler, extremist, right-wing motherfucker who wants to take over Lebanon. This is what they're teaching these people from a young age, bro. These extremist fucks. They want to take over our country. Who wrote this fucking children's book, bro? Who the fuck would do this? Israelis, that's who. What is it called?
Alon and Lebanon.
Alon and Lebanon is the title of a children's book meant for Israeli settlers' children. Look at that cover. Is he the writer? Written by settler and lecturer and Early University Professor Amos, whatever the fuck. Fuck you, Professor Amos. Anyways, so these that's what these fucking freaks are up to. What else do we have? This week was the anniversary of October 7th, and so Germans, everybody loves Germany, right? They deployed snipers for October 7th protests. So in case you're Arab and you're thinking of headed down for some nice friendly protesting in Germany, watch out for them snipers, because they're out to get you. Another star on Germany's long list of
Germany
accomplishments.
just keeps making like the best choices.
And finally, there was a protest in Bush House, Aldwych. I don't know where this was. Maybe Ireland? This was a Zionist Israeli protester doing gun signs as if he's trying to shoot people. He doesn't look. Honestly, he doesn't look threatening. It just. I kind of look at this like, pew pew, pew pew. Little fucking bitch, motherfucker. Anyway,
It's like throwing TikTok
That's
signs.
disgusting.
Pew pew.
It's very non-threatening. That's like most IDF soldiers. That's who's fighting Hezbollah on our borders. Anyways, Le Mall. We were just talking about like, do we feel comfortable going out and stuff? Here is some footage of Le Mall Baye. العالم فوق بعض, folks. People are there shopping, having a good time. Is this wrong? Is this not ethical? Is this unethical? Sorry. What do we think about this? People are at the mall. People are at McDonald's.
At McDonald's.
At McDonald's at the mall.
يعني at the very least, if you didn't boycott for Palestine, they're literally bombing our houses now.
Alright.
يعني if this isn't the time, I don't know when it is.
To go to the mall or like McDonald's? Oh, like
To
boycott
boycott
McDonald's. What about people like just hanging out at the mall?
Like I felt like people they boycotted Starbucks more than McDo. Why?
It's easier to boycott Starbucks than it is McDonald's.
Yeah,
Fatah stories, I think.
Being at the mall.
Let's get into influencers. So, speaking of being at the mall and stuff, Lebanese influencers, you know what I mean? Influencers in general, they make their money by promoting restaurants, makeup products, just random shit, clothes, sponsorships. All of those things don't kind of work right now. You know what I mean? It's awkward to work with it. We had a sponsorship with a restaurant that we had to sort of press pause on because who's going to go film a restaurant vlog when bombs are dropping and people are dying and then people are homeless and etc. So I figured it would be fun to see how Lebanese influencers are coping with the war and what they're sort of doing. So Birdalicious, you guys know Birdalicious. We talk about Birdalicious a lot. This was her last video before the war. And then we'll kind of see how her content has changed ever since.
هاي جايز كيفكم اليوم نهار سوبر حماسي بدي غير فرش البيت سو سي جود باي تو ذا اولد فرنتشر هلا وصلوا يعقوب جاليري بدهم ينزلوا لي الفرش الجديد بدي فرجيكم كيف كان وكيف صار وكل
It's a choker post.
سو نحن
Okay, so she's excited. This is the regular Birdalicious video. She's going to change her furniture. She's going to walk us through it. Then this was her first video after the war.
هيا يا جماعة طمنوني عنكم بتمنى تكونوا منيح انتو وعائلتكم أنا غايبة عنكم لأنه مثل ما عم تشوفوا بلبنان الوضع منه منيح أول شي بدي أقلكم إنه خلوا إيمانكم قوي وعرفوا إنه كل شي له نهاية الشي اللي عم نقطع فيه هلأ شي كتير صعب بس مؤقت والله ما رح يتركنا وهلأ
To our English-speaking audience, a lot of these videos are going to be in Arabic. She's basically saying like Lebanon's going through a tough period, but we're going to get through it together, etc. She's being very encouraging. But as you can see, there's no shtick. She's not doing the voice. She's not doing any of the annoying sounds that she does.
She's being herself.
She's just being herself. So clearly she's taking this seriously. And then in another video, here's a fourth video, she basically started like this campaign to raise money and to buy food for a lot of the homeless people, etc. So here is Birdalicious doing her thing.
هاي جايز اليوم ثالث نهار من الحملة واليوم مجمعين $507 و900 ألف وهلأ جيت على الوش لأسحب المصاري
Wish? Wish.
هلا وصلنا على السوبر ماركت لنشوف
Inside joke.
الأغراض
those of you know.
اليوم عم نركز على الأكل مع البيت خبز وهدول
So look, she's basically telling people what to buy, canned food. She's sharing what she's buying. They raise like over $500. That's pretty cool. Like, props to Birdalicious for using her platform. She's got millions of followers. She's got a huge audience, so she's doing the right thing. I know we've given Birdalicious some trouble in the past, and she probably hates us.
بزلة وجزر حليب جبنة
Credit where credit is due. And the rest of the video, she just bought a whole bunch of shit, food and stuff. So that's actually nice to see. I like seeing that. We got Joy Tassidis, foodie, one of the most famous foodies in Lebanon.
I visited Tassidi's page like 2 days ago. It was like a desert, اختفى.
Like, yeah, he's posting a lot of things from his car, and he's like, so here, we're gonna share, like, for example, here's one video where he's always giving these disclaimers. But so to his credit, he's not been going to restaurants and doing the usual thing.
Bonjour. I wasn't posting for so long, but now I'm back. وصراحة c'est les comments comme ça qui m'ont donné envie de retourner ou to post again. وكان بدي هيك نحكي سوا بكelques points. أول شيء je voulais juste dire إنه I really understand إنه y a trop de gens now ما إلهم جلادة my content وإنه I do understand them بس all what I'm asking is إنه يتركونا لإلي وللي gens اللي إلهم جلادة تبع my content يتركونا نتنفس إنه just هيك ناخد نفس صغير ونغير جو. إنه ما عم قول أبداً إنه la situation est normale بلبنان أو إنه ما في شيء أو إنه هالقصص. بس إنه je veux juste dire إنه الواحد مش غلط يغير جو يتنفس شوي. je veux que ما تكون لهيك إنه تكون إذا حدا عباله يغير جو يتنفس يجي on my page.
We're obviously not.
وروسة الساعة وطلع الفيديو ومتوقعت يكون شكله مع وينات مع هيدا العمق.
He's changing it up. So we're not gonna watch this whole thing, obviously. But he did drop another video with his brother when they were like in Egypt and they were trying a place called Bilaban. But he did put this disclaimer before. He's like, this was 2 weeks ago, not now. Just to make sure that he doesn't get yelled at. And so this was the only food thing that he released. And again, look, I mean, he did film this 2 weeks ago. We're not here to yell at anyone on social media, bro. But
finally trying the real Bilaban à Cairo. Bonjour. Finally the real Bilaban à Cairo. آخر مرة جربته بلبنان طلع it's the fake one. C'est pas le vrai ou c'était pas bon.
So anyway, we're not gonna watch this right now. I might just did it. But like, it would be absurd if you were filming stuff like this right now. Like, hey guys, come with me to this brand new restaurant. It's like no one. And restaurants aren't going to be paying for this kind of marketing right now. Anyways, it just makes them look completely out of touch. Who else do we have? No garlic, no onion. Now, as you guys know, this man has blocked me on all social media. But someone sent me this because it looks like he was doing an ad for TapTapSend. TapTapSend is like a money transfer app. We worked with a competitor called Sendwave back in the day as a sponsor. So this might have been like a sponsored post. We're not entirely sure. Someone told me they saw this being sponsored on Instagram. So let's just watch this.
هلا الوقت تودي مصاري على لبنان. هلا الوقت انك تساعد كل حدا بلبنان. مساعدات اليوم اكيد للناس اللي تركت بيوتها. في اكثر من 500 الف شخص ترك بيته عايز تخت، عايز اكل، عايز منامه. ما اختلفنا بس ما بدنا نغلط غلطة 2020. بانفجار بيروت في عيال اكلت 6 مرات و7 مرات و19 مرة مرات وفي عيال اخذت الاكل ورجعت بعتهم. اليوم الشخص اللي نقل من محل لمحل هو عايز بس فكروا باللي عنده معاشات، فكروا باللي عنده اولاد، فكروا باللي عنده عيال، فكروا باللي عنده تياب، فكروا باللي بده يشتري مازوت، فكروا باللي عنده بنزين بده يعبيها لسيارته. في كتير ناس اليوم بلبنان عايزه. فيك انت اليوم بابلكيشن صغيره تنزلها TapTapSend مثلا وتحط رقم تليفون حدا بتعرفه او بشركه تحط رقم حدا بتعرفه وفينا نساعد بعضنا ونبرم الدولاب اكثر واكثر. في ناس اليوم عايزه اخر الشهر بس تروح على السوبر ماركت تدفع $50 عايزه تعبي بنزين.
Was that an ad? I'm not sure.
I don't know, like, I know it's very hard to believe that he would do an ad.
So he follows me on the Comic Stash. Oh my God. So he's blocked us on all of our pages, but I have a third Instagram page called the Comic Stash. He didn't block me there, and he actually follows us on the Comic Stash. That's so weird. He's just posting burgers. Like, he's out having a burger right now. He just stopped. Like,
He's not here, so.
He was in Dubai. He was at an opening of a restaurant yesterday, a French restaurant called La Brasseria. He's just...
Yeah, anyone who's not in Lebanon doesn't give a fuck.
He's just moved on.
That's what I'm saying.
He's moved on, yeah. Tufiluk, an enemy of this show, folks. Tufiluk is one of my greatest enemies. This was actually... I'm surprised. He's been... When the Palestine thing started happening, he was making a lot of pro-Palestine content. And this right here also surprised me.
What's the most Israeli sound?
Yalla.
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 Tufiluk, what's your favorite Arabic word? Shalom! 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 What the fuck? What the fuck? Do you even know what yalla means? Yalla comes from the Arabic word Ya Allah, meaning in English, dear God. يعني I don't understand. What do you want more from us? What do you want? يعني بيتزا تخنتوها. It is too much. It is too much حبيبتي. حبيبتي and حبيبيز. Too much. No.
All right, this video is too much, but the shalom part was kind of funny at first. It made me chuckle. I chuckled, okay? So that's Tufiluk.
You know it's bad when Tufiluk makes you chuckle.
He makes you chuckle, and when he's on the right side of history. يعني Tufiluk مقاوم. تعال معنا حارب معنا بالجنوب يا Tufiluk ناطرينك. Nadim, this is your favorite. Vernis Rouge. Who is this person? So she's a musician. Let's just play it first before. This is for Lebanon, right? This was her post.
Yeah, the caption, like Lebanese flag with a broken heart and a pigeon.
Anjan, that's so nice.
This has lifted my spirits as a Lebanese man living through war. I now feel happy and hopeful. Well, by the way, we're filming this on a Tuesday, as you guys know. We're still waiting for the Israeli response to the Iranian rocket attack from last week, so we don't know when that's happening exactly. It might happen today, might happen tomorrow, might happen anytime this week. So it hasn't happened yet as of this filming. That's why we haven't brought it up. But yeah, just a quick fun update. More influencers. Zach Bouede, as you guys know, Lekriza, our boy who had offered, he's a Christian mechanic who had offered to help every Muslim's car that was escaping Beirut. Now he's bringing about 20 bottles of water for the needy, maybe less, like 12 bottles, I think. But he's using this platform to do the right thing, folks.
نحن بوضع هلا لازم نكون قلب واحد مسيحي مسلم واحد ما في منا هلا مش وقت كباش ومدري شو هلا ايد وحده لنوقف مع اخواتنا لنساعدهم لنطلع من هالملحه كلها الله يحمي الجنوب واهل الجنوب اكيد كان معكم مين؟ الكريزة ابو رشدي السلام عليكم
The enemies.
Yeah.
Abu Rishdi was his enemy. So this is a big
لأنه
deal.
مسلم ومسيحي. اوكي.
تعرف شو كثير بضحكنا بهذا الشيء؟
سقفة للبنان.
Amazing.
Shout out.
So these guys are rivals, folks, and they're by the way, for non-Arabic speakers, this is basically our liver king. This is the Lebanese liver king, but he's not a fitness dude. He's a fitness guy, but he's a mechanic. But he's like liver king, Lebanese. Yeah, Nadim.
الشيء اللي كتير بضحكنا بالفيديو انه ما خاصة بالحرب ولا شيء بس whenever there's like an influencer and he gets his friend his friend he wanna try and get his spotlight so بصير بقطع كلمات وعم يحكي by the way that's how I feel on this podcast جاي بقطع كلمتين وأنتوني عم يحكي
لا ولو اللي بدي احكي هلا
بتعلق ايدك
بس ايه فانو I relate to you, Abi Rishdi. I love you. Shout out Lebanon. Shout out Muslim Masiha Druze. We love you, especially.
Friend of the show, RC Perfume, had this to say. Let's watch.
يا زلمة كيف إلكن نفس تفتحوا لايف وتقولوا كبسوا ولكس اخت قرفكن شو هالناس المقرفة وللناس عم بتموت نحنا بحرب مش عارفين الله وين حطتنا وللعمى بعيونكن شو هالشعب المقرف بوكس اخت شرفكن شو انكن بلا شرف انتو مش لبنانية انتو صرامي العمى بعيونكن يا عمي قلبكن
RC only speaks facts. Damon
he spits facts.
He always had. He really does have goated takes all the time. For those of you who don't know, RC is Lebanon's greatest perfumer.
I never disagree.
We love him so much.
He's insulting everyone who's basically doing TikTok lives and asking for money. Maestro, the Lebanese Mr. Beast, except he's 40 years old. Has been. Let's see what he's been up to. He looks like he's the head of a militia. This man.
بهيدي النقطة بالتحديد بجنوب لبنان استشهد شاب من شباب المايسترو. استشهد عندنا شاب من خيرة الشباب من بعد ما صار في ضربة جوية على المنطقة هون وكان مارق فان المايسترو على الطريق. ورغم انه نحن بمنطقة ريد زون ومعرضين للقصف اصريت اني اجي لهون وانقل معكم فان المايسترو بار والمايسترو درينك على مكان آمن ووصلكم رسالة من هون. لبنان الأرض اللي
This man died to bring you Maestro chocolates and Maestro drinks. By the way, Kenfi, I was at Fadul yesterday to do my shopping. I saw the Maestro
drink
juices. I did not buy a single one of them
They're on toters.
because they look so unappetizing.
the black one, oh my god, I feel like I'm drinking.
They look like medicine
petrol.
bottles. Like they were next to other juice bottles. All the other juice bottles, I'm like, I would buy this. They're colorful. They had like muted, weird
Colors.
pastel colors, weird like graphic design. I'm like, this literally looks like medicine. Like, here, drink this stomach medicine.
It looks like very fake, cheap, like toys.
Exifuril, kind of looked like an Exifuril juice.
It's like a knockoff milkshake. هيك شيء.
Very strange.
Come in, what the hell is this? One of my employees died.
Yeah, one of his employees died to deliver chocolates and juice. Oh my god. Maybe we should try his drink now if someone like fucking استشهد, يعني someone got martyred for those drinks.
في التاريخ وحروب مش رح ينكسر. لبنان علمنا انه ما في دولة او قوة او نظام جرب يسيطر عليه الا وزير. ويلي بعده منه عارف التاريخ وبعده عم بجرب. منقول لك اذا تحالفت انت وشياطين الارض كل.
I love how his employee died. He came to reclaim the car for like insurance purposes.
اجى قال له انا بدي انقل كاميون مايسترو على محل آمن.
I need to get my insurance payout, bro. I'm coming to get the truck. Get rid of the body.
And make some content out of it.
We need some content, yeah, for Maestro. He has another video. In this one, he really looks like a militia leader. Like, I think they're gonna shoot him. Like, the Israelis are gonna kill Maestro. Maestro, be careful, bro, because he straight up looks like a soldier. He's gonna get in a fucking tank soon. Look at this.
لما يستشهد أكثر من 40 لبناني منهم طفلين وينجرح فوق ال 3000 شخص بكبسة زر ولا حدا من المجتمع الدولي يتحرك. هون بتعرفوا انه نحن ما لنا سند غير بعض. الخلافات الداخلية.
Everyone around him is wearing like military green shirts. He's got boxes. He's got the military pants. Bro, he's got the Hezbollah rockets.
نوقف وقفة عز بظهر بعض ونحمي بعض.
Look at this, dude. They're gonna, bro. Israelis are gonna kill Maestro. Maestro, be careful, bro. What is this? Ammonium nitrate?
I like how
I'm نمزح.
He's got wheelchairs. Oh, that's good. That's good. This is for the Israeli soldiers that are gonna get fucking decapitated at the border.
لبنان 10452 كيلومتر مربع. بدنا نحبه كله وبدنا نحب شعبه كله وبدنا نخاف على بعضنا مش من بعضنا.
You feel like he's the knockoff Bashir Jmail.
He's trying to run for president.
If Bashir Jmail had a child with Mr. Beast, you know, Bashir Jmail, Mr. Beast cross. Yeah.
I know. It's so funny كيف حتى if you look at the video his team around him كلهم they're always in a hurry and they're always getting these maestro bars عم يركضوا.
Gotta get the bars. They're like henchmen, like villain henchmen.
He's just as uncanny as Mr. Beast.
This is, let's call him a micro-influencer. نحن بنحب Foodie Boss. So he made a video talking about the situation. Let's watch what our boy has to say.
Bonjour guys, أنا هون مش جاي أحكي سياسة.
Foodie Boss, fix your microphone, man. God damn it, what is this, Foodie Boss? What? I have to raise the volume to like 100 so I can hear you. شو يا Foodie Boss? Come on, man, invest in a little mic.
Bonjour guys, أنا هون مش جاي أحكي سياسة و at this point ما همي مين بعمين كرمال مين وما همي مصلحة مين بإيد مين لأنه لا رح أقدم ولا رح أخر. وما تفهموني غلط، أنا مع كل شعب مظلوم على وجه الأرض ومع فكرة المقاومة بس مني مع الأكشنز والاستراتيجيز اللي كانوا عم يتاخدوا ويتنفذوا over the years لأنه ما ودوا لأي نتيجة obviously. هن تدمروا ونحن رجعنا 10 سنين لورا so obviously ما كان في شيء ظابط أو ماشي. أنا هون كرمال
Controversial take by Foodie Boss on the resistance. He's like, I support resistance, but like I don't support what they were doing.
كل حدا منا يساعد وكلنا فينا نساعد كل واحد حسب هو وقدرته. فينا نلتجئ لهودي ال NGOs بيت البركة بالراد الحي أفخ جوا ليبانيز ريد كروس ويونيسف وأبعاد. من هودي ال NGOs منهم بقدموا البيزك نيدز للعالم يلي راحت بيوتها يلي تهجرت.
Hey folks, Anthony here from the future with a couple of news stories that we missed. Some of these were developing while we were filming the episode, and there's just a couple that we missed, so I just wanted to quickly go over them. The first of which is NFL related, American football. I don't really watch football, but this seems pretty interesting and conspiratorial. Bombshell. Rumors are swirling that New York Jets head football coach Robert Saleh was fired because some of New York's Jewish population was upset over Saleh wearing a Lebanese flag on his shirt. So here's a photo of the coach with a Lebanese patch that he wore just a couple of days ago. Now, to be fair, apparently, like his team, the New York Jets aren't doing great, so it's not like he's the greatest football coach ever. So there could be a reason to want to fire him, apparently. But here is some extra information. New York Jets head coach Robert Saleh sparked controversy over wearing the Lebanese flag on his arm in the wake of the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, which has a stronghold in South Beirut, Lebanon's capital city. Saleh, 45, the son of Lebanese immigrants, had previously worn a similar patch last October and was spotted with the flag again on his hoodie sleeve during his team's loss in London on Sunday. The Hezbollah was reportedly hit by more than 30 strikes overnight, according to Lebanon's official national news agency. Several NFL fans noticed the patch and shared criticism, specifically noting New York's populated Jewish community. So, and apparently the team owner is kind of messed up, like he's said some racist things in the past. So, hey, we're not sure if this is why he got fired, but that's interesting. Just a couple of days after wearing the patch, he gets fired while still having a bunch of time left on his contract. This video really made me feel very good, and I've been waiting for someone to do this. This is reporter Liam Cosgrove, who went at Matt Miller. I think Matt Miller is basically like the U.S. press secretary or something like the press secretary. He has the face of the devil. He's just been standing there and bullshitting about Gaza for the past year, and now he's doing the same about Lebanon, just deflecting any question that has to do with Israel's treatment of Palestinian civilians and their murder of civilians and the genocide and all of that sort of thing. Liam finally lets him have it, and this was very cathartic to watch.
Israel is still poised to strike Iran, and in July, Blinken said that Iran was 1 to 2 weeks away from developing a nuclear weapon. So I guess for all we know, they might have one by now. And meanwhile, in Ukraine, they've struck deep within Russian territory several times, as deep as 300 miles from the border. And in that case, we don't have to guess. We know that Russia has the largest nuclear arsenal on the planet, as many as 6,000 warheads. And so one of the risks of arming militaries that are striking in the territories of nuclear powers is that one of those gets deployed, and then it could escalate very quickly from there. So it's rarely discussed, but it's important to address that the nuclear risk is real, and it could very abruptly mean the end of what humans have worked for thousands of years to collectively achieve. And us today are very lucky to live with the fruits of that achievement, and I feel like we're treating the risks kind of brazenly. So my question for you is, we often hear in response to these concerns that, well, Putin, Khomeini, they're war criminals, they're terrorists, as if they're too inherently evil or immoral for us to negotiate with. But meanwhile, this administration has financed a genocide in Gaza for the last year, and every day you're up there denying accountability for it. So, I mean, what gives you the right to lecture other countries on their moral...
So if you have a policy question for me, I'm happy to take it. If you want to give a speech, there are plenty of places in Washington where you can give a speech.
Yeah, but people are sick of the bullshit in here. I mean, it is a genocide. You are abetting it, and you are risking nuclear war in Ukraine for this proxy war.
Plenty of other places to give a speech. Go ahead.
Thank you, Matt. Bangladesh is moving...
So I hate that fucking dude and his fucking face. He genuinely looks like the fucking Joker. But good on Liam to finally, he's the only fucking reporter in there that grew a pair of balls and that was like, dude, we're sick of the fucking bullshit. You've been lying there to our fucking faces for the past year. And this fucking dude, the shit that this fucking dude says goes a long way at normalizing all of this violence, just constantly questioning the numbers of dead people coming out of Gaza. So, honestly, fuck these genocidal freaks, and this made me feel very good to watch. I hope more reporters nut up and just fucking scream at these people and call them out to their fucking faces for the lying pieces of shit that they are. Also, while we were filming, Netanyahu released a video specifically for us Lebanese people, and it's in English because, as you all know, English is Lebanon's first language, and he just wanted to make it as easy for all of us to understand as possible. It's definitely not aimed towards Americans and people living in the States. Absolutely not. Anyways, let's see what he has to say about little old Lebanon.
This is a message to the people of Lebanon. Do you remember when your country was called the Pearl of the Middle East?
I do, Benjamin Netanyahu. I certainly do.
I do. So what happened to Lebanon?
I don't know. You tell me.
Tyrants and terrorists destroyed it. That's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Lebanon was once known for its tolerance, for its beauty. Today, it's a place of chaos, a place of war.
I wonder why.
Israel withdrew from Lebanon 25 years ago. But the country that actually conquered Lebanon is not Israel. It's Iran.
The evil Iranians?
Iran, which finances and arms Hezbollah, to serve Iran's interests at Lebanon's expense. Hezbollah has turned Lebanon into a stockpile of ammunition and weapons and a forward Iranian military base. Just one.
It's what that lady called us, a forward operating base. We're not really a country. We're just a forward operating military base. What was her name? Carolyn Glick? Fuck you, bitch.
One day after the October 7th massacre a year ago, Hezbollah joined the war against Israel. It launched an unprovoked attack on our cities and on our citizens. It has since fired over 8,000 missiles at Israel, killing civilians without distinctions, Jews, Christians, Muslims, and Druze. Israel has decided to put an end to this. We've decided to do whatever is necessary to return our people safely to their homes. Israel has a right to defend itself. Israel also has a right to win, and Israel will win. We've degraded Hezbollah's capabilities. We took out thousands of terrorists, including Nasrallah himself, and Nasrallah's...
Thousands of terrorists. So now all of over the 2,000 people that they killed over the last couple of weeks are apparently now all terrorists, including little children, folks. Women cooking in their homes.
Replacement, and the replacement of his replacement. Today, Hezbollah is weaker than it's been for many, many years. Now you, the Lebanese people, you stand at a significant crossroads. It is your choice. You can now take back your country. You can return it to a path of peace and prosperity. If you don't, Hezbollah will continue to try to fight Israel from densely populated areas at your expense. It doesn't care if Lebanon is dragged into a wider war. Christians, Druze, Muslims, Sunnis, and Shiites, all of you are suffering because of Hezbollah's futile war against Israel. Today I ask every mother and every father in Lebanon a simple question. Is it worth it? Because it doesn't have to be that way. I know you want a better future for your children. So I'm speaking to all of you today. There is a better way for your children, for your cities, for your villages, for your country. You deserve to restore Lebanon to its days of tranquility.
Motherfucker, don't be talking about restoring Lebanon when you're bombing it to fucking bits. They're bombing fucking neighborhoods, bro. Villages that have nothing to do with it. There's a whole other village that they're destroying. It's like a farming village. Stop fucking around, bro.
Deserve a Lebanon that is different. One country, one flag, one people. Don't let these terrorists destroy your future any more than they've already done. Stand up and take your country back. You have an opportunity that hasn't existed in decades. An opportunity to take care of the future of your children and grandchildren. You have an opportunity to save Lebanon before it falls into the abyss of a long war that will lead to destruction and suffering like we see in Gaza. It doesn't have to be that way.
We don't have to kill you. We don't have to destroy your land like we just did in Gaza. We don't have to make sure none of you have a fucking place to go or a fucking shelter over your fucking heads. He's talking like he's not the one causing all of the destruction and fucking death in Gaza, bro. It's just so absurd that we're watching this. You know what I mean? And it's in English, too.
Each of you can take a step for your future, even a small step. You can make a difference. I say to you, the people of Lebanon.
It's like a pep talk, like a sports game. You can make a difference. It's time to take a small step into the future as they're like literally bombing buildings, entire like apartment complexes. He's out here making a fucking speech from like a shitty Netflix show.
Free your country from Hezbollah so that this war can end. Free your country from Hezbollah so that your country could prosper again. So that future generations of Lebanese and Israeli children will know neither war nor bloodshed, but will finally live together in peace.
Same shit. Save your country from Hamas and now save your country from Hezbollah. We've heard it all before, motherfucker, okay? Finally, Al-Ama released a video kind of talking about the war and the situation, kind of caused some controversy. So I just wanted to react. It's like 3 minutes of it, and it's going to be all in Arabic, so apologies to our non-Arabic speaking viewers, but I kind of wanted to give my opinion on this.
Moving on. حكينا عن involvement تبع إيران بلبنان يلي أنا ما فيني أكون معه. الحزب يلي غطى الفساد يلي هدد يلي بده السلطة غصبا عن رقبة كل العالم political assassinations بلا ما نعد تغطية فساد مشاكل again ما نظلم حدا مش بس لحاله الكل أنا كيف بدي أكون مع هيك شيء؟ كيف؟ بتقولوا مثلا عم بيدافع عنك.
So again, I gave some criticism about Hezbollah, and I think it's fair. Everyone has the right to criticize Hezbollah for various reasons. But I feel like now, in a time of war, when we're being attacked by a decades-long enemy to Lebanon, Israel, that has historically said very publicly that they want to invade Lebanon and parts of Lebanon and make it part of the greater Israel project, like the whole fucking thing. So for him to just focus on simply the negatives of Hezbollah and act like they're not part of Lebanon and they're just an extension of Iran is it's kind of fucked up.
شبابنا عم بيدافعوا عنك. يا خيي أنا مني طالب حدا يموت. أنا مني طالب حدا يدافع عني. Is it that إنه it's that simple? The answer is that simple. ما بدنا حدا يموت. ما بدنا حرب. ما بدنا دمار. ما بدنا حدا تستشهد. وما بدنا حدا تستشهد باسم حدا أو.
That's also like extremely naive. Like, what do you? ما بدك حدا يدافع عنك, so you don't want anyone to defend you? When the Israelis come, and they will, whether Hezbollah exists or not, you don't want anyone to defend you? Because our military is not capable of defending us. We're not even allowed to have jets or air defense systems. But who's really going to defend you? You just want to give yourself up to the Israelis? Because I'm not interested in that. I'm glad that there's someone out there defending us, bro.
كده حدا هالقد هينة لقلنا. ما يعني weapons, أسلحة بين بيوت العالم. شق منا مزبوط. شق منا هي بتقولوا لي هلأ السردية الإسرائيلية وحجة لإلهم يفوتوا على بقية البيوت الريزيدنشال ما فيها شيء. بوافق الرأي. بوافق. هيدا سردية عاطلة. بس كمان في عالم واصحابي في خبز وملح بيني وبينهم, وفي ميات الدي امز عم بيجوني انه بيجوا بيقصفوا من احياء ما خاصه بالجنوب, بيركبوا هالمدفعيه, بيركبوا هالصاروخ, بيقصفوه, بيرجع بينقصف البيت من بعدها. من احياء ما خاصه بيجوا بيصفوا بيقصفوا صاروخين وبيفلوا. طب هيدا منطق؟ هيدا منطق؟ انتوا قولوا لي. انا ما لي كلمه بقى بهيدا الموضوع. والجاستيفيكيشنز يلي بتنعطى على الدي امز انه مش مزبوط وهيدا سكالتشر وهيدا مش هيك ومدري شو, وتقصفوا على التلفزيون طلعوا كل هالبروجكتيلات. هول شو؟ هول مش مخازن سلاح؟ بتجوا بتقولوا لنا هول ادويه وهول كبون من الطيارات, قنابل ار بي جي. تمام, ما تستخفوا بعقولنا خيي بليز.
So he's basically here justifying the Israeli army attacking Dahia and attacking all these residential areas because Hezbollah might be storing weapons. And look, it's true, Hezbollah is storing weapons all across the country. But why does Hezbollah exist in the first place? Why do they feel the need to stockpile weapons to begin with? Because Israel exists. Israel has tried to invade Lebanon before, and they exist as a resistance. Always go back to the root cause, which is Israel, Israel's occupation of Palestine, Israel wanting to occupy Lebanon. So again, you have to keep that shit in mind. Where do you want? Obviously, there are safer places for Hezbollah to store their weapons. Not everything is stored in the middle of cities. But some of that shit, I mean, look, it's part of fucking war and resistance, bro. Like, again, it's not all perfect.
Please, ما بدنا نتخانق مع حدا ومنحب الكل والله العظيم. بس please يعني خلينا نكون ايد وحدة بس لمرة وحدة.
And look, like I agree with him. Like, no one wants war ultimately, but since everyone keeps pretending that this war would never have happened unless Hezbollah existed and was shooting rockets up at Israel. This war was going to happen regardless. If not now, in 5 years. If not in 5 years, in 10 years. We're part of Israel's larger plan, bro. We just watched a video of a fucking little boy and his dad reading a book about taking over Lebanon. So just someone made a video response to him mentioning the projectilet اللي عم بيطلعوا from the explosions.
وهيدا مش هيك ومدري شو, وتقصفوا على التلفزيون طلعوا كل هالبروجكتيلات. هول شو؟ هول مش مخازن سلاح؟ بتجوا بتقولوا لنا هول ادويه وهول كبون.
بروجكتيلات يا كسلان. هيدول البروجكتيلات هن ثيرموباريك بومبز, وهن سلاح محرم دوليا, وهو سلاح قامت لقيامه لما الروس استعملوه باوكرانيا, وهو لما تضربه بيعمل بروجكتيلات. بس انت واحد كسلان ما بتعمل الهوم وورك تبعك, ما بتعرف هالبروجكتيلات من وين اجوا, بتكرر الدعاية الإسرائيلية تبع مخازن السلاح. هلا نحن ما حدا ليك شوف ما حدا بده يقنعك اصلا اذا هدول البروجكتيلات اني مخازن سلاح ولا لا، ابدا لا. المشكل انه الحمار اللي بايده انترنت وتليفون مأذي، فواحد بصير مضطر يعني يعمل يحكي يقول انه هيدا الحمار ما تسمعوا له يا مسطول. لا، وعامل صفحة اسمها العمى ما أسطلك.
Anyways, finally, Alama shares his solution to the problem. How can Lebanon live in peace when, apparently half the people feel differently about this whole situation? Let's watch.
لما نوصل للوضع يلي وصلنا فيه اليوم بدكم تسألوني شو الحل لكل هيدا الشيء، وهيدا موضوع تاني.
شو الحل؟
موضوع تاني وطويل.
شو الحل؟
كلنا إخوة وكلنا لبنانية بالنهاية. أوكي؟ تقسيم البلد. سيمبل. منقسم
خلص
بدكم انتو كيان ايراني، وجود ايراني خدوه، انا ما بدي اياه. نعمل مطارات جديده، هلا ايدنا على قلبنا كل ما بدنا نسافر، كل ما بدنا نروح ونجي، يعني مش منطق. بلا كنترول سياسي whatsoever على المطار، واسلحه وتهريب والدنيا كلها بيور
ايربورت،
وبنبقى اصحاب مع بعض.
uncut cocaine.
اهلا وسهلا، احلى قعده، احلى طاوله، وانا عندكم احلى قعده واحلى طاوله، بنضل اخوه كلنا سوا. بس my rules your rules
and a wall between us. حيط.
بتمنى تكونوا سمعتوا لهيدا
I also I don't want to get into the whole, he mentioned people want to live under Iranian rule. No one wants to live under Iranian rule, bro. No one wants to, okay? But we also don't want to live under fucking Israeli and American rule. So that's not a great alternative. Anyways, that's it for Alama's opinion. Let me know. And I want to live in the half of the country where Alama مش عايش فيه. If he lives in half A, أنا حتوني be half B of Lebanon. So where do you guys want to live? With Alama or without Alama? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, folks, back to our regularly scheduled programming. It's time to get to the emergency bag tier list. What should you put in your backpack in case the Israelis bomb your house and you got to get out of there and try to, become homeless and try to find shelter at a public school? So we're going to rank things from S tier to F tier. Let's get going. Starting with your passport, folks. Now, most people in Lebanon have a Lebanese passport, so I'm not sure how useful it is to take with you, but you got to have your passport in case you want to get on a boat, you want to get on some kind of an airplane to leave. You got to take your passport.
Yeah,
I think it's an S tier.
It's pretty
passport.
S tier. I think the passports, you got to pack your passport. You got to have it. So passport's an S. That one's pretty easy. Money, cash. You're going to need some cash. You're going to need some money to do whatever you want, You might need some extra money because you're going to have to bribe some people to get you.
You need a lot of money.
In cash, people to take you over the border. Hey, get me on your bike. Take me over here. Drive me through this dangerous area. You're going to need cash.
Some food if you're not traveling.
So for cash, we're going to get S tier. Money, you got to have money. So that's an obvious S. Cell phone, obviously that's an S. I don't think we need to debate that one. Anyone disagree with the cell phone being an S?
All the obvious ones.
Yeah, these are the obvious ones. First aid kit. You're out, you cut your finger.
I know you're in wartime, you're getting bombed. I don't know.
Plasters and
like
betadine.
little bandages and a tiny bottle of betadine.
Right. I mean, B, you still kind of need it. Little bandages and
And if you have in a very critical case, critical medicine, it's a nasty.
I feel in wartime, you rip out the shirt and bandage yourself up and.
So a B for first aid kit.
How Hunger Games.
I would go for B.
B, all right, let's go for B.
أنا مثلا أيروس بحطه مثلا S tier. S plus.
Allergy medication?
Yeah.
Allergy
that's good, yeah.
Oh, medications.
So allergy. Okay, so medication.
Medications أكيد S tier.
Medication.
Yeah,
let's give that
you're gonna need those to survive.
So medication, you got some of that diabetes. You're gonna need some of them shots, insulin shots. Clothes, a fresh change of clothes. So that's t-shirts, mainly t-shirts and pants. Mom nahki underwear. That's another thing. So clothes. I'm gonna have to grab a couple of extra t-shirts. You know what I mean? You're gonna be sweating. You're gonna be traversing long areas.
Yeah. Eventually, they'll get really dirty and.
It's not an S tier.
Clothes? I ain't wearing the same T-shirt every day, bro.
بس انت
Eventually you'll get aid.
Eventually I'll
You'll
get aid.
packages.
Oh, speaking of aid, you know what I mean? Let's just interrupt the clothes. We'll get back to this. But we have to talk about this aid, folks. Kamala Harris is sending us aid. The vice president, folks, and the potential president. God bless America, folks. This is why we love America, the greatest country on earth. The people of Lebanon are facing an increasingly dire humanitarian situation. I am concerned about the security and well-being of civilians suffering in Lebanon and will continue working to help meet the needs of all civilians there. This, folks, right after they sent Israel an additional $9 billion or $8.7 billion in weapons, just like a week ago. But now they're sending us aid. To that end, the United States will provide nearly $157 million in additional assistance to the people of Lebanon for essential needs such as food, shelter, water, protection, and sanitation to help those who have been displaced by the recent conflict. This additional support brings total U.S. assistance to Lebanon over the last year to over $385 million. We wouldn't need your fucking aid, bitch, if you weren't sending weapons to fucking kill us. This war is essentially sponsored by the United States, President Joe Biden, and you, Vice President Kamala Harris, you fucking bitch. You're sending billions of dollars to Israel to kill us, destroy our homes, and then you're sending us a measly $157 million in aid and expecting us to fucking thank you for it? Your own people in fucking Florida are drowning because of fucking hurricanes, and you're sending Israel money and giving Americans a $750 check to deal with a fucking hurricane when they lose their fucking homes. But it's fucking crazy. Oh, look at this fucking aid. Why do we need aid in the first place, you motherfuckers? I don't want to yell about this anymore, man. Khalas, it's so useless. It's all the same. So anyways, going back to clothes.
We'll go with A.
برو ايه لا اذا انت عم تطلع عم تشوف الصاروخ نازل ينيك اللي خلقك ما حاططها بتغرف.
I'm gonna want to grab my favorite t-shirts. But yeah, okay, we'll put an A. Let's just
A
put
is
an
fine.
A.
It's not like the most essential.
Underwear. S.
Underwear
Fresh
is
underwear is a
S.
fucking S.
S,
Okay.
yeah.
S tier for the underwear.
sure.
Shaving tools. I was thinking about that. Shaving, shavers, electric shavers. Like, you can't charge an electric shaver, but if I can get a couple of shaves out of it, I'm gonna need it, man.
Oh my god لو الاجا كان هون ما كان سكت انه ما
Razors. You don't need to charge a razor.
Oh
but
my
you-
god.
But you need to buy new razors. So
Yeah, I feel like razors would be like an all-around good tool to have.
you need shaving tools, man. You gotta keep, that sanitation up, man.
Yeah,
gotta
I
do it.
like razors. But I know it's not the most essential
A.
thing.
We'll give it an A. Deodorant, on the other hand, now that's an S.
That's an S.
Gotta get that deodorant, folks. So deodorant gets an automatic S. This one's slightly controversial.
بس ثانية انا بفكر انه اوكي اكيد اتس ناس بس انت عم تفكر فيها كانك رايح كامب.
You're not vacationing.
انه اتس نوت ا فيكيشن انت انه بدك تجرب تلاقي
You're
اول شيء
grabbing
بتلاقي
like
قدامك.
Yeah, dude. You're gonna be in a refugee camp. Everyone's gonna smell like shit because they haven't showered. You're gonna want
حتتذكر
some.
تاخذ deodorant.
Absolutely. I already have a mini bag ready, and I have like a whole toiletry thing. So I'm gonna have deodorant. If you guys want to pay me to use it, maybe we'll talk about it.
Deodorant S. Oh.
Yeah, fucking S, bro. Are you kidding me? And it's not just for you. You're doing everyone around you a favor when you're putting deodorant on, and you're not a stinky refugee. You got to be a clean refugee.
There's
folks.
smell of fire and burning all around you.
Yeah, I want to be a clean refugee is all I'm saying. When I'm a refugee, I want people to walk past me and be like, this guy's got some clean smelling
He's
pits.
a clean refugee.
This one's controversial. Weed/alcohol. Now, we don't do any of these things here, folks.
We hate them.
But if someone were into smoking weed or drinking alcohol, should you take a stash of drugs with you or a little bottle of alcohol for fun? You know what I mean? It's fucking war times. It's the worst times. You need a little something to distract you. I think these things make life worth living, if I were interested in them. So I would give weed an S.
Or alcohol.
Not alcohol, I'll be honest with you guys. But like,
alcohol انا ما كتير بشرب ديجا فانا بحصل شيء.
I feel you're being too generous with your S's.
Alcohol, this is
everything is an S.
Alcohol can be used to clean a wound. Someone you gotta fucking tahir an injury.
I'm gonna say A.
معقول سقط له جن بيزل على جرحه للزلمه.
You never know. What do you think? A, B, C.
أنا B بحطه.
B?
Yeah.
A is the middle ground.
All right, A is good. How about books, folks? Would you take a book with you for reading, for entertainment?
Not a book. I would take a journal or book عم تحكي انت.
Book, like a story book.
Oh, no.
Harry Potter or like, you know, some kind of book, anything. I would say no, because books are, at this point, you can get an ebook. Like when it comes to war, maybe now's the time to switch to electronic books. Even though I like a physical book, I've always been into physical things. Like I like to collect physical media. I'm not a fan of digital media. But war,
no way, ما فيك ebook.
You can't charge your Kindle.
Bro, on your phone or whatever, you know what I mean? So you want to carry 12 books with you?
One book and
one, you're gonna read one book for the rest of your life.
Encyclopedia.
One book for the rest of your life. So books get an F or something, right? Ain't
no,
nobody
no. La, I would at least take my Kindle. It's always with me.
I'm saying physical books, like a book, not Kindle. Books, like would you carry a book, a real book with pages?
If it's important to me, I would.
The power of D. Because it's not essential.
C.
C.
Like talking about books and
because people would take books for sure.
Like كمان religious books أو لا?
Any book.
أنا بسقط الإنجيل مثلا.
Just in case.
In case.
Alright, but it's not essential.
تقرأ الفاتحة.
And again, you can get a digital. You can get a digital Bible. You can get all of the religious texts digitally. Plus, the Bible is in your heart. A PlayStation 5. Would you take your PlayStation 5 with you?
هلا بيقول S.
I mean, look. Personally, I would have a whole. I would have like a travel bag, like a huge bag you would travel with, packed with a PlayStation, everything that I do not want to, like my boxing equipment. I don't care. I'm gonna carry the biggest bag. I don't give a fuck. I'll die with my things, bro. I'm not buying another PlayStation. I'm taking all my boxing gloves, all my boxing equipment, my boxing shoes.
Anthony رايح على نطة انت وروش عم ينسى
I'm taking my expensive comics. I'm just willing. I don't want to get separated from my things. I'm taking my things and I'm gonna roll around with a huge fucking bag. I don't care, bro.
I get you.
I'm not leaving my shit here. So yeah, I'm taking a PS5. To me is an S, because what is
life? PS5 is an F.
Is life worth living if you don't have a PlayStation 5? There's a picture of the guy, like there was an earthquake somewhere like a few months ago, and he took his PlayStation. That's what I would be, the guy who takes his PlayStation.
But let's put it in A.
لا. That's absurd انه عم نحكي فوق السي.
But imagine having a PlayStation with you and then you find somewhere where there's a TV and you plug it in and you're like the hero.
You're not gonna find the TV. You're
and
not
you have
gonna
weed.
Find
imagine having a PlayStation and weed, bro. You're gonna be the favorite refugee and deodorant. Everyone's favorite refugee, bro. Everyone's gonna want to hang out with you. Come here, bring that PlayStation.
بلا مين قال لك مثلا نيلسون مانديلا مش هيك صار فيه؟ انه بالك كان معه water
Nelson Mandela, he definitely maybe had, you know.
انه كان معهم مسقنين مي كلهم يحبوه بافريقيا فانه
That's why they like
رئيس جمهورية.
Look, let's give the PlayStation 5 an A.
لا.
But you're not thinking of like the moment where you bust it out and people's faces when they see the PlayStation 5.
You're gonna have to pack games, ma. And
yeah, or digital games again.
And like all the cords.
Have the box. What's my in the box? Okay, B for the PlayStation. My brothers, you know. Once our houses are blown up and find me, I'll be the guy with the PlayStation 5. So
حتى فيك طلع مصاري منها يعني بالك بالشكل بياخد $20.
I'm glad you're fighting over like PS5 and you gave books a C. I had to fight for a C.
And the books are
because one book, a PlayStation is an endless portal into the world. You can go to space. You can be a samurai. You can be a pirate. You can fucking be a Viking with a PlayStation. A book is one book.
You have to be offline during war. It's offline.
I disagree with that. Anyways, it's getting a B. You got what you wanted. Laptop/tablet.
I would take my MacBook is the first thing I would.
Yeah,
take.
like to me it's an S.
I would just grab it and leave.
Yeah, to me like I would need a laptop. Something.
It has my everything.
Power bank. Pretty essential.
Power
you know
bank,
what I mean?
إنه it's an A. إنه إذا ما هيدا ما جبت واحد ما طلع لك واحدة.
You'll find someone who has one.
في لك شيء أنا I think whenever I'll see the message on my house is getting bombed, I'll grab my power bank and for sure it's going to be empty. So I'll just sit there, I'll throw it and run away without the power bank.
Mine. I lost the cable for it too. Snacks. Everybody, you know. Do you have any snacks ready to go? Some non-perishables, you know, some wafers.
What شو حطينا
A for the power bank. Snacks.
Snacks.
You need some snacks, folks. It's going to be hard to find food if, you know, people are going to be pillaging any place that they find. Supermarkets are going to be masahin.
Still got some Dr. Food wafers.
I have the originals. That's it. The ones
Would you take them with you?
Yeah.
if I had to eat them to survive, I would. But so no, I would. It would be my final choice, and I would have to be starving before I eat.
Eat one of us, Abel.
Yeah,
before you
I'll
could
eat you
them.
guys before I eat those Dr. Food wafers.
Would you take your interns with you?
For the first edition Dr. Food wafers without the nutrition facts, folks. They don't make those anymore, okay? And we'll eat the expired gay potato chips. She should get me. Move the letter. Get me one of those chips.
Our American viewers don't know this.
You guys don't know our inside jokes. These are you're gonna damage the chips. Don't throw them. We have 2 bags of. He's got a rainbow flag on his T-shirt, and those got banned because it was gay, apparently. So yeah, we have Dr. Food wafers and snackers. So snacks. I mean, you need snacks. You need snacks. Let's be real, you know.
100%.
So,
snacks are S.
S tier for snacks. How about should canned food be a thing or like is it part of snacks?
Canned food, and I was thinking be snacks. I know, just
no,
like food.
No. Snacks are snacks. Canned food
snacks
is like
I'm
beans.
gonna do C.
You're giving snacks a C?
Because it's war and people are starving. There's like a hunger, whatever.
Yeah, you don't think a Twix will slap hard during a war?
No, I think like a can of beans would do better.
Well, you guys are the worst refugees ever, man. No PlayStations.
You're the worst
Cans of beans. I'm where the party's at, bro. I got the PlayStation. I got the chocolate bars, the Twixes. You guys want canned food?
You're gonna die on like the second week of war.
I can sell my things at least. I can sell the PlayStation for lots of cans of beans. What are you gonna sell? What are you gonna trade your cans of beans?
You're gonna exit your house. You're gonna remember that shit. I forgot my Twix. You're going to go back to get the Twix.
I'm just gonna get robbed. As soon as I'm like, you guys want to play some PlayStation? Someone's just gonna hit me in the face, take all my shit. But you guys suck. I do not want to be in a war with you guys.
I don't want to be in a war with you.
And I'm not going to let any of you eat my stuff because you're going to eat my Twix and then I'm like, what do you guys have? Oh, I got some fucking beans. And you're just going to feed me. You're just going to feed me beans and peas.
I don't want your fucking Twix.
I'm going to have some canned food as well, but like you guys want no snacks.
You're not going to have any place for canned food.
It's not no snacks. It's not a priority.
You don't know what I'm going to have a massive bag. Yeah. I have a huge Nautica bag that fits like 50 kilos, man. That thing is going to be... I'm going to carry that thing. I don't care even if my arms fall off. Bro. If I can't carry the bag anymore, that's where I'm camping for the day. That's it. So canned food is an S. I agree with you. S for canned food. Snacks are also an S. I'm sorry.
No, snacks are less than canned food.
Snacks are an A.
Essential.
Snacks are an A. They are essential. Potato chips, all that good
for
stuff.
the weed munchies.
How about your pet, folks? If you have a pet, Leopold, am I going to grab my cat or do I abandon my cat? Obviously, cats are an S tier.
Call me controversial, I put it in
I would take my cats everywhere.
So the cats are coming with us, folks. So an S when it comes to pets. How about pet food, though? Can you just feed them canned food?
ما فيك تعمي Twix.
ما فيك تعمي مش بدك تعمي فاصوليا. What are you gonna feed them? بياكل فاصوليا. بياكل فاصوليا.
We'll figure.
شوف شو بيصير فيه.
أحسن من Twix. على القليلة ما بيموت من Twix.
I would rather my cat die than shit all over me because of eating beans for the first time in his life.
I would rather him shit all over me than that.
I'm kidding. Obviously, not my cat. And I'll feed him beans if I have to. So no, pet food is an S. ما فهم. He didn't get it. So S.
Everything is essential.
S for pet food.
We're consumers.
Podcasting equipment.
Oh my God, we're gonna still work.
I need to podcast. How am I going to broadcast what's happening if I don't have my microphones, my mixer? We need all these mics, the stands, the tripods.
أنت ما بعرف حيصيع بالغراضك.
Oh, so no, obviously, so an F for podcasting equipment.
Yeah.
Our phones will be for podcasting equipment.
We're not
we
working.
can each take a mic.
You can each take a mic. You can each carry a mic. Pillow. We can give pillows and like we can combine pillow with blankets. You know, sleep stuff. So pillow, blankets. Would you take one of those with you? I would take at least a pillow. I would try to take a pillow.
I wouldn't take a pillow. I would take a blanket because you can use a blanket as a pillow.
And you can use your bag as a pillow. And I'm gonna have a massive bag, so I'm gonna have a mattress, bro. I'm gonna sleep on top of my huge bag.
He's taking his bed.
I'm gonna have a bed to sleep on. So maybe I can fit a pillow in my bag if I'm taking what I'm taking.
أنا personally I would take a inflatable mattress. That's the most logical
لا just a
solution.
blanket. You guys don't know anything about survival.
يا
By
حرام
the way.
أنا
How about a sleeping bag? A sleeping bag.
I'm a
Sleeping
scout
bag is
chief by
fine,
the
eh?
way.
A
أنا
camping
scout
sleeping
chief
bag.
حبيبي.
You don't know anything about
بنروح
wildlife survival.
15 days summer camp.
So sleeping bag is probably like an A. You don't need, like, you could sleep at the end of the day. You can use a
sleep
sweater.
under the
I can
bridge.
use my extra t-shirts that I'm bringing, which you guys are not gonna be bringing, but I can use my extra
I'm not
shirts.
gonna use any of your shit.
Roll them up into a little ball, and that's a pillow
Oh my
while
God.
I play PlayStation.
You'll be sore.
So
I'm
a
gonna
B,
have
a
my
B
thing.
for like sleeping. B. I mean, it would be nice to have if you have the room. This next one was recommended by Nadim, not my idea. Condoms. Should you take condoms
No, بحس
during a refugee if you're displaced? I mean, look, safe sex
Technically,
is important all the
during
time.
war, like sexual activity increases.
Really?
Yeah.
In refugee camps and stuff?
Yeah. And you'll be stuck with like random
Surprisingly, yeah.
And no, you definitely don't want to have kids, and if you're displaced and you don't have a home, so in that sense, it's definitely important to have.
people. Just keep
condoms.
them with you and ما بعرف انه
But just don't have, in my opinion, don't have sex during the war. But like, keep it in your
okay,
pants.
It's better not to have sex, and if you want to have sex, just have it in a safe environment, and at least
But like to me, that's weird. Like you would grab. Oh wait, the condoms before you grab the PlayStation.
you grab the PS5.
Yeah, because it's entertaining, bro.
What? No, sex isn't it entertaining?
But like, where are you gonna have it? You're gonna be in a tent, bro.
أنا إلا ما يفلوا.
ما بعرف خي إنه sex can be entertaining, but إنه sex is also.
Imagine having sex while playing PlayStation.
إنه هلا هون bro, where are you in a hotel?
هلا صرنا بأوتيل غير جاي معك الأولى كلها أنت. ما بعرف أنا I think safe sex is always better.
لأن
إيه؟ حطينا PlayStation ass.
Anthony just going to fuck. What is this? It's a fucking like you go to meet bitches at a fucking refugee camp.
Hygiene. ما عم بحكي عن إنه.
Oh, now it's about hygiene. The second goal was about having fun. Now it's about hygiene. What do you want, Nadim? Just be honest.
خي أبي.
B?
أنا feel like لأنه usually you keep them and you're like إنه هيك petite trousse de toilette شو هذا.
But toiletry is back.
Toiletries.
Back.
Okay, so if it's already in the toiletries bag, then sure.
أنا بتحط 3 علب بتفل.
How about a B? You know, it's important for. You want to stop spreading disease because it's already. We're going to be refugees. We're going to be cold. We're going to be getting like malaria and all these sorts of weird diseases that are going to be popping up again.
Yeah.
That's going to be exciting.
Small
chicken pox and smallpox and stuff.
I know.
So
بس imagine هيك this love story that would شو اسمه أنه continue you need بدك تترك continuity برو بالبلد لما يبيدوك كلك.
With continuity won't happen with condoms.
Exactly. You want to bring the next generation of kids. You gotta not condom it up. So C, خلاص, C for condoms. C for condoms. It's great. C condom. It works.
This is insane. You guys are crazy.
How about family heirlooms? So if you have something that, like, you know, your grandfather gave you, like a ring, a necklace, an important book in that case, whatever. Family heirlooms could literally be anything. Something given to you, like I have a sword given to me by like my great grandfather. I guess I have to take the sword with me. Yeah, I have a sword.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It was a gift from Haile Selassie, who was the emperor of Ethiopia. He gave it to my grandfather.
That's amazing.
Who gave it to my dad.
Yeah, you have to take
and
that.
my dad gave it to me. So I guess I have to take Haile Selassie's sword with me.
A sword is an S tier object to have.
طب would you take contraceptive pills?
S tier for contraceptive pills. What?
أتمنى إنه هيك عم نحكي بإنه يجي condoms.
We have another one. Valuables. So like
Senya family heirlooms S.
S for family heirlooms. How about regular valuables around the house? You got like a gold necklace.
Yeah, I personally the first thing
100%.
the first thing that I would take with me is everything that's in the safe. أنا باخد مصاري الذهب بحطهم بالشنطة. Then I would go and take my PlayStation 5.
I have comic books signed by Stan Lee and stuff like that, like things that you can that are worth a lot of money. Bro, to me that's gold. Like you have a gold necklace. To me, I have a Stan Lee signed comic that's worth
that's right.
about the same as a fucking expensive necklace. So I can't just leave these things behind. So valuables, S. There's a lot of S's, guys. This is like essential. Of course I would take. Don't bet. You're holding it very aggressively. Yeah, hold it more gently.
Respectfully.
Put it back. Valuables. Of course I would take the Joseph, and I would take the kung fu jacket that he gave me. Everything, bro. A musical instrument. This was funny. Like, imagine, like, if you have a guitar, would you want to take the guitar and play some music to soothe the minds of all the stressed, displaced people?
It's the same thing if it's very valuable to you.
I feel like in theory it's nice, but like if you actually do it, people would hate you.
An
like
accordion.
Imagine in the refugee camp, everyone's starving, like, and you're like,
كلنا سوا all together now.
Yes.
Do you guys like Ed Sheeran? I was like, shut the fuck up. So no for musical
but
instruments.
no music is
But
good.
people I think would get a guitar.
Imagine all the refugees.
Like we
sleeping.
need a guitar in like each camp
Imagine
area.
like a violin. Like everyone's sleeping, everyone's
Yeah,
sad, and then you hear like a
violin.
violin playing at night, and all the refugees pop their heads out of the window to look out and see who's playing.
And then you hear Anthony in his room playing PlayStation. Kiss أمك.
خلاص, I'll get I have my
You have
violin.
an instrument, so really look. Yeah, life is culture, folks. And if we're living in tents like animals and shit, at the very least, let us have our culture, the things that make us human, our music, our poetry,
قلعت بعلبك.
our video games, our snacks, the things that make life worth
Our
living.
PlayStation 5s.
Our PlayStation 5. So musical instrument, an A, I would say.
B.
A B, all right. We just went from like B, it's essential culture in life, to يلا B.
إنه لأن
أنا صراحة بدأ بيانو ما حياخدوا على
not
البيانو.
necessary for
Finally,
survival.
a can opener. If you're bringing all them cans, a lot of cans have the thing now that you pop them off. You don't have to do the whole can opening thing.
I wouldn't take a can opener. I would take a Swiss knife.
صح, I was just thinking
Swiss
about
Army
that.
knife. That's cool.
Because
It
you
has-
can use it to
قلت لكم
open.
أنا سكوت.
It has also
15 سنة سكوت.
It was Nick. What kind of mattress? You didn't think of a sleeping bed. You were like
قلت لك أنواع inflatable.
inflatable. I should have said. I would have trusted your scout background. So
I don't trust either.
So can opener a D or like an F, but let's give a Swiss Army knife an S.
صح.
Swiss Army knife an
أنا
S.
أكيد كمان you would take with you إنه هيك
كنيف خيي كنيف.
peel.
Oh, that's boring.
Flashlight.
But yeah, flashlights, all that sort of shit. Is there anything that we missed that's like super obvious? We got our passports, our
أكيد
money, our cell
ناسين شي.
phones, our first aid kits. We got snacks. We got PlayStations. We got laptops.
دايما بيبهدلونا
I think
إنه
let us
بننسى
know in the
قصص.
comments إنه شو أنتوا بتاخدوا معكم.
Yeah, if we forgot something obvious, let us know in the comments. That was the episode, folks. I'm sorry if it was a little bit weird. We're gonna we might take next week off because it's just hard to keep up with all of this stuff, and we just need like a mental break. But again, I feel guilty because we want to keep talking about Lebanon and keep this top of mind. I want to try to find fun and clever and different ways to talk about what's happening without getting you guys bored and overloaded with just explosions and misery porn. So this is going to be sort of my challenge for the next few weeks, just to try to figure out how to maneuver this show while talking about what's happening, but while also being entertaining. So we're going to try our best. Sorry if this was weird, but we're trying to figure it out as we go. A final thank you to our patrons from this week. Again, our brand new patrons, James Cameron, Paradise Layer, Capri Sun Papi, Reem Aim, Hamad Mroué, Fahim Joseph Sayer, and Dominic Selzer. Thank you guys so much for supporting us on Patreon. We could not do this without you. A couple thank yous to a few of our other patrons, blonde patrons like Celine H, Falafel Brain, and Hagop. Superhero patrons like Mustafa Wehbe, Mehrik Korian, and Nouf OQ. And got your patrons like Rifat Fakih, Eliel Mujaber, Jessica Ann, Jack Sleeman, Cesar Hayek, and Dominic Seltzer. Thank you guys so much. If you guys would like to support us, consider checking out our Patreon. As always, folks,